Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for December. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving today. I am going to start with your current energy, and then we're going to look at December week by week all the way to the end of December. So as always, Libra, don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you, but keep in mind that these are predictions throughout the next month. Spirit, what would you like Libra to know for the month of December? All right, Libra, you are starting out with the Page of Pentacles reversed, and you have the Nine of Swords crossing that. So you've got a lot of anxiety here. It's about communication, not receiving communication or not giving communication, or it could be about somebody new in your energy that things maybe hasn't worked out with. But there's just a lot of anxiety, like a lot of losing sleep. Some of you could be worried about money. Your money might be way less than what you had thought it would be. Let me see the recent past. Show me the recent past. Ten of Swords. Yeah, there's been a recent ending here. There's been a recent ending that was painful. Possibly a bit of betrayal here as well. Show me why all this is happening. Eight of Cups. You're walking away from something. Yeah, you're walking away from something that wasn't making you happy, but you're moving directly towards what will make you happy. So let me see what's on your mind. More anxiety. You are obsessing about something. There's this energy of, not being able to escape the anxiety, feeling trapped in it, going over it over and over in your head. So let me see December. Show me December for Libra. Seven of Wands reversed. You may feel somewhat defeated going into December. You're also avoiding conflicts with others as well, but there's a sense here of, a lot of anxiety, a lot of worry, possibly about finances or money, possibly about somebody new in your energy, or a lack of communication. Take it as it resonates for you. There's a sense here of you needing to get control of your thoughts, get control of your emotions. Let me see how you're showing up. Page of Wands reversed. You may have had several different newer connections that haven't worked out. I do feel like with the Page of Wands in the reverse, you could be withdrawing. There's a sense here of emotionally feeling like you just want to go off on somebody or something or about something. Again, I'm seeing a lack of communication with someone too. Let me see, and it's on both sides. So let me see the energy coming towards Libra. Show me the energy coming towards Libra. Yeah, there's more of that non-communication. Now, the energy that's approaching you is somebody you haven't been talking to, but this person could have been a bit of a player. This person, the Knight of Wands in reverse is not a really great energy. It's somebody who likes to play the field. They come rushing in, get what they want, and then they rush right back out. For some of you, this is somebody and that's at the worst case scenario. For some of you, this person could be just somebody that you've had an on and off connection with. And I would have to say that currently you're in non-communication. Let me see Spirit's advice for Libra. Show me Spirit's advice. King of Wands, Spirit's saying, get a hold of yourself. Take charge of the situation. Make decisive action. Spirit is saying you're a very attractive person. You're very charismatic. You're a leader. People like to be in your presence and in your energy here. So you have to take control of the situation. And it does look like a lot of it is in your head. I'm not saying the situation, but what you got to take control of is yourself here. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome for Libra. The Two of Pentacles. All right, so in your outcome, if you're having some difficulties and you have some worry with money, It does look like you're trying to balance out your finances. I like that it came out in the upright, which tells me that you are finding balance here, but it's still going to be a little bit of a rocky road by the end of December. It's also showing me, though, that you are finding your balance here. Yeah, you're finding your balance. You're making decisions. You're finding your balance. So bottom of the deck is the Chariot. This is underlying energy. Now, this does indicate possibility of travel. It also indicates wanting to move forward from this situation rapidly and successfully. So let's clarify, Libra. Spirit, why is this Page of Pentacles in reverse for Libra? Oh, okay. So if there's somebody that you've ended something with that is new in your energy, you're going to have the opportunity to either revive that or you know, there will be somebody new coming in. So if this is communication, it looks like you might be communicating with somebody. Let me see why the Nine of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, because that's a reversal of the situation. King of Cups in the reverse. You feel unloved. You're worried that somebody here isn't communicating because they don't care about you. They don't have feelings towards you. Yeah. I feel like you've also pulled your feelings and emotions back because of the lack of communication or the lack of being offered something substantial. Why is the Ten of Swords here in the past? Oh. So this energy that's coming towards you, this Knight of Wands, is the person who betrayed you in the past. There was a very difficult ending here. So, yeah, that person is coming into your energy in some form. This would be somebody you're not in communication with, and it looks as if this person might be trying to reach out. It will be in some sort of small way. Let me see why the Eight of Cups is here. You may have walked away from this person, or they could have walked away from you. Knight of Pentacles. I feel like it was you, though. You're slowly moving forward, but this has been very difficult. Yeah, this has been extremely difficult for you because you feel betrayed by this person. This is somebody that was either acting like a player and you feel so betrayed, but it was a painful, painful ending. And this person has maybe been in and out of your life. Let me see. Show me what's on Libra's mind. Why is this Eight of Swords here? Yeah, definitely worried about money too, Libra. I definitely see that. The good news is that while you privately, especially at night, it looks like, are worried and concerned about this, you're showing up in the world as a leader. You're showing up the way Spirit wants you to, as a leader, as somebody that takes control of their life. So you can stand on your own. You know that if you're having a financial loss, that you will be able to recover that. You know that you can stand, even though there was this betrayal here and this ending, it's showing me that you feel strong, you feel confident. But it looks like it's at night in particular, or when you're by yourself. I call them the moments between the moments where that doubt kind of creeps in. So that's what you have to get control of, because you know that you're very capable. You're a very spiritual person too, very strong, very independent, and you're aware of this. So let's look at December. Show me December for Libra. Because this may be a very difficult, I'm not even going to say it's a bump in the road. It's like you hit a mountain in the road. But it also shows me that you are more than capable of recovering from this and moving forward. All right, so we have the Queen of Wands, Page of Cups, the Moon. So I see new people coming into your energy in December, which is good. Travel plans may not work out, so be aware of that. Seven of Wands. So there's going to be a reversal of, this energy where you've been feeling powerless. All right. Three of Swords. We have the Strength card, Knight of Swords reverse, and the Ten of Wands reverse. So you kind of enter into the month almost feeling defeated, feeling powerless. However, I do see you taking Spirit's advice. I see, you know, that you are in this energy of, it's like you go back and forth. It's nighttime that is really, you know, crushing you. That's when you start focusing on failures, or what you perceive as failures. I'm not sure they are. That's when the worry hits you, right? So in the first week, I do feel like there's somebody new that's coming into your energy. This is a new person. You're not going to see them coming. It's going to be quite a surprise, and you may feel quite attracted to them. This person could actually be a soulmate for you. They would likely be somebody who is in your local area, and they may have recently gone through a divorce or an ending of their own. But it's going to restore that feeling within you that, hey, you know, I can handle these obstacles. So that's good energy here. Expect somebody new in your energy around the first week of December. It's going to be a surprise to you. I do feel like in that first week, you also are dealing with a little bit of depression related to this ending. Yeah, you're kind of stuck in that energy a little bit, so you're holding on to it. So be very careful with that. In the second week of December, I do feel that there could be travel plans, because we see travel here that may not work out for you. Yeah, so or you could have some car trouble perhaps, but there's something to do with travel that is going to get stalled, and you're not going to be happy about it. Yeah, you're not going to be happy about that. So just be aware of that. But I also see some stuck energy here in that second week, and it's something you're holding on to with regard to this ending that you've had here in the past. I do see in the third week, I see some sort of conflict happening here. There's conflict, and it's because of a grudge that's being held either by you or someone else. I feel like it's by the other person. Somebody's holding a grudge against you, and they're not willing to let that go. And I do feel like this is somebody who broke your heart, so it's likely this Knight of Wands here in the reverse. This is somebody that hurts you pretty deeply. I do see there being some conflict with this person, because the person you're dealing with is very stubborn, very guarded, and unwilling to change their ways. And their ways are what caused all this pain, which you, to be, you know, very clear about, you've kind of worked on yourself. So I feel like this is somebody that is coming back in, likely from the past. Yeah. Now, in the fourth week of December, I feel like, you know, this you're going to have conflict with this person from the past, and it's going to be painful to you, but you're also going to be able to work this out on your own, because you're showing up here in the fourth week as being very courageous, very strong. I feel like you feel that this person is untruthful, that they're just coming in to create arguments and problems, and you're not having any of it. You're showing up here very strong. You've worked on yourself quite a bit. And so when this person does come in with all their BS, you're going to put an end to that really quickly. You're not going to deal with their issues or their problems. So let me see how you're showing up. We have this Page of Wands in the reverse. Some of you may not be quite ready to, you know, start a new relationship yet. You could be like closing yourself off a little bit. Yeah, we have the Hermit. We have the Six of Wands, and we have the Hangman. Yeah, so you're not accepting anybody in your energy, anybody new in your energy that is acting immaturely, that is coming to you with this wand energy, you know. And I feel like you've been doing a lot of deep thinking. You've been searching for answers, because what you're waiting for is something that's going to be successful. And I do feel like you may meet somebody in that first month. Now, are you going to move towards them or not? Some of you aren't ready to do so. Others of you, you're just not going to have anything to do with somebody that is immature. You've done a lot of soul searching on this whole matter. I also feel like there is this person here in your energy that you are not in communication with. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been waiting for this person to, communicate with you, but only if it is in a successful manner, only if they, have the same agenda as you do. And your agenda is not inappropriate. You just want to be recognized. You want to, have a successful communication. You don't want somebody coming in, with all this BS. So I feel like you kind of take your power back around the middle of the month here from all this stuck energy and this heartbreak. And you have the courage to do that, and you're just calling a spade a spade. So let me see the energy coming towards you. We know that it's this person here from the past. Let's see if there's more. Show me energy coming towards Libra. Ace of Cups. 5 of Cups, and the 4 of Swords. So this person who has not been speaking to you does want to come towards you. This person is sad. This person is feeling unloved at this time. This is somebody from your past who you have not been in communication with is going to approach you. Or at least they want to. See, the Knight of Wands is in the reverse here. The 4 of Swords is in the upright. So for a lot of you, I do feel like this person is going to approach you. I don't feel like it's going to be really, they're going to try to open that door. The problem is that they're still in this energy that caused all the heartbreak. And I feel like you're going to be putting some firm boundaries down about that. So I also see, though, that somebody you have not yet talked to, which would be this new person, this person's gone through a hard time. They've gone through, some dark days themselves, but they've healed. So I see more than one person. You haven't met this new person yet. And I feel like you will in the first week of December. So let me see Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice for Libra. All right, we have the World in reverse. We have the Star card reversed. And there's that 8 of Wands reversed. So Spirit is saying that, with regard to this person that you have not been talking to, that things have not been proceeding with, there's a karmic element to this that, it's produced a lot of stuck energy, a lot of hopelessness. You have to take control of that situation yourself. There's a sense here of, this person could live at a distance, but they don't have to. Spirit is saying, don't be hopeless. You got to take control of this. You're only stuck in this situation because you're still holding on to it. So let's look at your outcome. Show me the outcome at the end of December for Libra. All right, we have that 8 of Swords. We have the 7 of Cups. That's confusion. And the 10 of Coins reversed. So be careful with your money in the month of December, Libra, because I do feel like your money's not coming in as quickly as you want it to. So you're going to have to kind of balance out. Be very careful with your spending. You're going to have a lot of options, but as far as spending, there's some confusion here. A lot of you are feeling a deep sense of loss financially, and there's some confusion as to how to bring it back into balance. And you're very worried, very upset about that. And that energy is something that you have to release. You have to let go of in order to bring the balance in, okay? So think more in an abundance and a prosperity. You have to not think of what you want, but think of what you are, okay? Also, with regard to this energy that's coming in, I do feel like you're going to have decisions to make. There's going to be choices. I feel like when this person comes in, it's going to create confusion. It's going to, you know, have you up in your head thinking about what should I do? What should I not do? But there's an indication here that this was a situation that ended. Now, this person could be coming back in saying, you know, look, I've ended something elsewhere, or they could be coming back in a state of poverty themselves. Regardless, I do see you having to make decisions. You're going to be making a balanced decision, which is good, but it is going to cause some confusion and some anxiety for you. All right, so the bottom of the deck, again, and the underlying energy is the Eight of Cups. All right, so we have the Eight of Cups here and your underlying energy. I feel like you're still going to walk away from this situation with this person here in the past. I feel like they're going to come in, they're going to bring a lot of confusion, and you know, there's going to be conflict with this person. I feel like you're going to move away from it. Again, I feel like this person could live at a distance from you. They may be traveling to see you, but there's a sense here of you're basically saying, no, this is not going to bring balance into my life, but it will cause confusion. It will cause anxiety. But ultimately, I see you walking away from the situation. All right, so I'm going to pull an oracle card. Oh, that came fast. All right, you have number 21. It says, watch and listen carefully. So when this person comes in, you may want to really listen to what it is that they're saying, and also watch their actions. So it says, there is a possibility that you need to be cautious and careful at the moment. For what looks like a good situation, a friendly person, or an offer too good to refuse is disguised. There is no need to fear, but take your time and do not make commitments until you've investigated all that you can and received good advice from a trusted source. Kitsune on the main can be trusted, and this particular Kitsune is coming to you to advise you to take care, hold back, and think before you act. Think does not mean to worry or fret, but to rely upon wisdom rather than what you would like to be true. Do not be naive, do not act rashly and foolishly, and examine carefully what is before you. You may find that you will be very glad that you hesitated and took stock rather than simply going with what you wish. This is going to be challenging, for many of us are overcoming our own mistrust of the possibility, but in order to be a whole being, we must acknowledge that not all that takes place is in our best interest. And in this situation, there is a possibility that there is a person who is acting in a way that will only benefit them, without taking into consideration your needs. So be wary, think carefully, act wisely, and seek out advice that can be of assistance before coming to a decision. Wow. If that is not a warning, I don't know what is. So be very careful with this situation. All right, Libra? I do hope that you have enjoyed the reading. It's given you some clarification. If you have resonated with this, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Libra, know that you are loved, and namaste.